What's up, y'all? Today we're at Costco. We talk a lot about growing your own food and putting that back, but that's out of the realm of possibility for people. Buying in bulk is one of the best ways to stretch your dollar and make it go further while you have the most amount of nutrients in your pantry. There's lots of types of potatoes. These are really tasty, just regular potatoes, but if you want them to store longer in your pantry, you can't beat sweet potatoes. They're actually more nutrient dense and they last longer. So that's what we're gonna go with. We've talked about in the past. Now don't go out of your way just to be buying things that you're not gonna eat. We grow a lot of onions and that's because we eat a lot of onions. But one of the best things about onions is they last a long time in cold storage. Cold storage is just basically in your basement in the dark. You don't have to have a refrigerator. That's why onions are one of the best ways to fill your pantry, fill your stomach, and make sure it lasts a long time while stretching your dollar furthest. Dude, I don't like, oh, this is a bad place. So this is a bad place, I don't like this.
Wow.
There's just so much sweet treats.
What's a good sweet treat?
They have this giant apple pie over there, an appleberry pie, that looked really good. Like these donuts behind me, the croissants in front of me, it's very dangerous. And they put it right next to the apple, so it's like you're here for apples trying to stay clean. And then it's like, no, also pastries made with layers of butter and dough rolled out and rolled up. Exactly. Nom nom. You can buy apples like these in the produce section, and they last a little bit of time in your cold storage. But one way to get that to go even further is process them and can them in things like apple butter or applesauce or apple bread even. There's so many options once you decide to go down the processing route that you can store more nutrients in a smaller space. Lemon blueberry loaf. It doesn't give the calories, so that's a lot.
So you know it's gonna be good.
Yeah, exactly. You get 9 pounds in a package. That'll last me 6 days, 7 days. No, 4 ounces a meal times 6 meals. 7.5 pounds of chicken, exciting. That's a meal prep done. I know I raise chickens, but this price is too good to pass up. This is what I sell a half of a whole chicken for. So that's very exciting for me. We're gonna try that out, maybe it's good.
I'm gonna give you a review on the lore of the Costco rotisserie chickens. It's a thing.
Oh, is it a
What's your
thing?
thoughts on that?
Do people really like these? Is this huge? It looks good, bro. It's very hot. Doesn't give the macros. Ow. But it looks good. I don't know if I want that. Oh, for $4.99, are you kidding? That's wild.
What do you think?
I couldn't produce a chicken anywhere near $4.99. $1.66 a pound. No, I think we're over this on a per pound basis. And I'm just amazed by the size of this chicken pie. It's almost 6 pounds of chicken pie. This is how they get you. They make this available. You're walking through to buy meal prep chicken, and then you also leave with a chicken pie. So I'm excited to have it.
We were talking about earlier this.
Oh, a meal prepper's paradise. Oh, behind you they have shredded, already ready to go rotisserie chicken breast. I make that at home in the KitchenAid, but here they have it ready to go. Knock out all those steps, and now I'm looking in the back, and you can see the kitchen they're rocking. And it's just hard to compete with the economics of scale. Something to think about. Oh, hell yeah, look at this, bro. Avocado mash. I buy this stuff at the Food Lion because it's great on avocado toast with egg whites in the morning. But they have 16 of them, where usually it's 4, and I'm buying multiple packages of it. But I really like because it lasts a long time, and that's what we're talking about, is packaging your stuff and how can you stretch it for long periods of time. If I'm buying avocados, I just feel like I'm wasting money because they're going out of freshness really quickly. But with these already mashed up avocados, I just like that for my avocado toast. And it's cool to see rolling 16 deep on the avocado mash. Hell yeah. Looking into the egg room, and this is wild too. We've got 18 eggs for $2 more than we sell our eggs for. They don't look as large, but like, that's amazing. Oh, they have quail eggs too. So check out this sign. It says limit 3 per customer due to limited supply. Please, only 3. This is the reason why we're making the content that we do, is because we want you, regardless of what's going on in the store, to have access to the highest quality produce. You don't have to fight the people. You just have to go out to your backyard. That's the point. That's why we're doing what we're doing. Some wild-caught Alaskan salmon. Good for macros, good for protein. I'll put it in the freezer. It'll last for at least a year, I'm sure.
Why are you stockpiling that?
Because it's good. Because it's what I eat sometimes. But I'm not eating chicken. I like to change it up with a fish occasionally. And the wild caught's better than the farm. The farm is a little rough on the raising practices. 17 grams of protein, 160 calories. I like to stick in the wheelhouse of like, you know, a tenth, whatever the calories are, 1/10 of that. If that's the protein, then like we're kind of pretty close. Who needs buying in bulk when you can just be a Costco member and live off free sample? Oh wow, they literally have a gallon of mayonnaise here available. 1 tablespoon, 100 calories. Who doesn't need a gallon of mayonnaise? You can make mayonnaise with your egg whites, right? So if you have backyard chickens, you have all the mayonnaise that you need. You can be mama and mayonnaise. You never watched Loveline growing up? No. That was Adam Carolla's catchphrase for a long time. Mama and mayonnaise. I don't know. So now we're in the canned food section. And just because we're buying in bulk doesn't mean we're overbuying. Maybe I'm overbuying a little bit here. But don't be buying things that you don't eat regularly. So if you don't eat Bush's beans, you don't need these beans. If you like chili, get you some chili. But whatever you're buying on the regular, just buy a little bit more. And that way over time, you have a reserve stored up. Don't just buy things because they're in the right packaging, right? Even though that's exactly what I'm doing. Not for those. Spam is great. Not so much that I enjoy it, but it works really well in catching our traps. Do I smell like a skunk? The other day, I don't know, I had one in the trap, and I still feel like it's residual, but maybe I'm just self-conscious. Oh look, over here we have rice by Bulk Rice. I love rice. I eat a lot of white rice, and it's one of those staple starches for meal prep. A lot of people are either potatoes, sweet potatoes, or some sort of rice or pasta, however you get your carbohydrates. It's nice that they've got like a 25-pound bag here for 14 bucks. So 25 pounds, I think that would be the 100 pounds cooked. And for 14 bucks, that's a great way to buy in bulk, be meal prepping. We've got 40-pound bags, bulk stuff, very cool. Over here we've got some tuna, that's king of the protein. 42 grams of protein for 190 calories, bro. Works good in your traps too, so you can magnify your calories if you're setting traps, trying to do the prepping bushcraft homesteader thing. That's a great way to do it. So you have the preservation of it just being in your pantry for a long time. And then you can set your traps with it if you're putting it into a backpack or a bug out bag. We've talked about that a lot. But the canned stuff is really good, the canned meat, because everything loves protein. Oh wow, look. Here's some almond butter action, which means that the peanut butter action is right next door. And here we go, bulk peanut butter. These jars are easily 2,000 calories. And I like them in my camping kits for the same reason that I like the tuna, in that it works really good for a trap and it allows you to be heading up that food chain. You start with a mouse, use that to set the next trap and just keep on going. Then so your mouse might catch a possum or a raccoon, and then you're using the guts from that to set your next traps. And it's interesting now that we're moving into more canned stuff. I'm seeing the sauces and the apple butters and the strawberry jams and the jellies, which are what we prepare out of the garden, but they have those things exactly ready to go for you. So if you're not a homesteader, you don't have a garden, you can be buying in bulk. Maybe it's not right for you to design a garden, put a garden just like where you're living. What do we have here? Oh, dark chocolate. That looks really good. I can't eat that, thanks though. So the big takeaway here is that you don't have to have hundreds of acres and a giant systems of survival. You don't need backyard chickens, cow, big old garden. We can start small and do the little actionable steps that will affect our survival positively. Part of that is using the economics of scale of the systems that we've already put into place for generations now, so that you can stretch your dollar further. You know prices are high in the grocery store. Imagine if you could relieve that stress every time you open your wallet by becoming your own producer. Take matters into your own hands. Chickens are one of the easiest things to implement on your homestead to give yourself high quality eggs, high quality meat. We've put together all of our tips and tricks from 13 years of raising chickens into this Ultimate Chicken Mastery Guide. Get it in the link below.
Say regular.
Bring the boom in the link below. With our Ultimate Chicken Mastery Guide, gets 5 big booms.